Yeah, look, I got a bald head. It's I can feel the nice little breeze. All the hand placement that goes around my head is an interesting feeling because you feel the cooling sensation. But yeah, man, we got beat. Got beat 30-27.
Before we go into the game, what was the conversation like with your family, with your wife?
Charles wanted me to back out. She's like, we got family photos coming up in a couple weeks.
Mm-hmm. Did she know about the bet beforehand?
She knew through our content.
Oh, you didn't sit at the dinner table and go, hey, just so you know.
No.
Okay. All right.
No. And so...
but she knew before the game took place that you made this bet. Or this bet was on the table.
Yes. The night before when we were talking about it, yeah. She understood what was at stake. And I'm like, sweetheart, don't even worry about it. I'm not losing this hair. Mm. And yeah, after like yesterday, she was like, you can just back out. You just don't have to do it. I'm like, sweetheart, I know, but I made a bet. I got to keep that bet.
Got to keep that promise.
Got to keep that bet. She's like, I feel like you're only doing it because of the shame you'd face on the internet. I'm like, sweetheart, I made a bet. I lost the bet. I got to shave my head. It's coming off tomorrow.
Yeah.
It's coming off tomorrow morning.
It's a good lesson for you to teach your wife.
Yeah.
And a great lesson that your kids will see. Yeah, they might not recognize you. Rue might cry, but she'll know that her dad's a man of his word.
Yeah.
And that's what's most important.
You keep your bets in this house.
You keep your bets.
You got to pay your debts.
No doubt.
The wife, she might end up liking it. I do feel like with this new ball look, I've got a couple minutes of extra stamina brewing. And I mean, I just feel like you just get some little extra juice in the system.
Yeah. You've dropped like 3% body fat since you got that haircut. Like you look tighter, more put together. Do you want to talk about the game?
Yeah, we can talk about the game.
Also, shout out Sonny for these shoes. Michigan gave me these dunks.
Shout out Sonny just
shout out Sonny in
general. Even when I went into the locker room, he had a little, like a backpack, one of those little baggies.
Oh, yeah.
He's like, don't even worry, there's not even a Michigan emblem in this bag. He's like, I just wanted to give you something.
I mean, Sonny's the man, dude. Bro. He really is awesome. He always thinks of the boys. We hold up that shirt that I wanted you to wear for the show. Yeah. Fully understand why you don't wear this, but right now there's a push.
I'll just say, the only reason I don't want to wear this is it's just this
True Classic.
I got True Classic. I got the chains back in action.
Yeah. You've changed. All you need is a cubic zirconium earring now.
Yeah.
And I think you'll be dialed one side only. But so Sonny gave me this, and this is Michigan's 1,015th win in program history. They put these stickers on the helmets when you get a win, big block, big catch, touchdowns, those types of things. And so there's a press for them to put the Bussin Bowl sticker on the helmets, and I hope they go through that. That would be really cool. Because a big conversation in this was
that would be sick.
Yeah, it'd be sick. How do you make this this rivalry real? How do you make this trophy game real? And the most simple answer is Nebraska wins this game. Obviously, I'm torn because at some point Nebraska does need to win this game for it to be an actual trophy game. But with all the stakes, how confident I was in my team, how confident Will was in his team, it couldn't be this time. But if they were to put the stickers, put it on the helmet, it's like, okay, that makes it feel a little more real because it's like, the helmet, the sticker, the bus, the whole thing, that fires me up quite a bit.
And just think about it too, like growing up, obviously the Buckeyes have it with their stickers.
Yeah.
And, but just knowing that Michigan does these stickers on the helmet, it's just cool that like Bussin With The Boys is on that Michigan helmet.
Yeah. That's awesome. Cause it is, I mean, people love to hate Michigan, but that helmet, the tradition that comes in the helmet is just so awesome. The game itself, Will, I'll let you have the floor. It was, listen, I like to think that we handled ourselves game day.
Yeah.
Classy.
Yeah. We were classy.
Yeah.
We were classy.
We understood what was going on. There was a level of respect.
Both wanted to win.
I think during the game, there's a couple times I walked away, I was like, you guys got to do this. Like, I'm also like watching the game unfold and like, if you guys do X, Y, and Z, I feel like you'll have more success. I did that like a third time. And like towards like the third quarter, and I could tell Will was not receptive. And then so I turned to him and go, I'm sorry. Because at the same time, I'm like I feel the game, and I'm like, I know that, I have this really strong feeling that Michigan's going to be able to pull it out and pull through. And I feel like, I don't know if you felt, but like maybe you kind of felt it getting away from you a little bit as the game went on.
Yeah. There was those moments, especially in the second half. It's just like, you can't get gashed in a run like that.
Yeah.
Like, you got to get the run fits right. Some of it's schematic. Some of it's, hey, just get it. You have a play to be made. Like, don't feel the moment around you. Be the moment.
Mm-hmm.
And, too many chunk plays, too many big plays. Thought they came out, especially in those first couple of series where you go for it on 4th and 2 and don't get it. Your boy loves it. Like, I want the 3.
Love points.
Give me the 3.
Love points.
Exactly Ohio State a couple years ago.
Right. Which is exactly what you said to me on the field.
Yeah. And then the second time around, you miss a field goal, and it's like, man, those are good opportunities just to get on the board and get out front because we're moving the ball well. Getting, having the sack on 3rd down. Was it a 3 and out the first drive?
Yeah,
3 and out
we
of
4
4
backed
plays.
backed up quite a bit. I mean,
it was a good game, man. I hated that we were giving up those explosive plays. There were times where it's like Michigan was out physicaling us at the line of scrimmage. I want to say we gave up 34 pressures on the day as an offensive line. Because you think about, we give up 7 sacks, you give up 34 pressures. You look at the stats after the game, and it's like Dylan still threw for 300 plus yards. It just didn't feel like it in the game as you're watching the game.
Yeah.
Because
did you watch Pate's thing on Sunday?
I watched I listened to the part where he was just talking about Lincoln.
Same. Okay, I just watched the Michigan-Nebraska part, and that was his thing where like the stat line, you watch Dylan, and I threw out the game, you're like, he threw for how much? Because there was like
yeah. And man, what else was there? And just like, there was at times where you felt like Michigan could have pulled away and Nebraska took advantage of bad football being played, which is what you want to see. It's like 30-27, it didn't feel as close as it was, but I loved how the boys, any chance that they had to get back in the game, it was happening. And then when you had the opportunity at the end of the game, like we were still there. And then you get them into, we got you guys in 3 3rd and long situations to where you guys end up converting. One, we're mugged up, we zone out, and it's an inside zone, and they get us, they get a big first down. One's a screen, and Buddy is right there to make the play and blow it up, and he just doesn't make the play. To where it's like you get him off the field, and you might, again, it would have been a drive with no timeouts or something like that. But again, you're still in the situation. You're still in position to win the game. Love to fight. Listen, it's gonna suck to sit in this for a bye week, but you gotta hope we rain hell on the Michigan State Spartans.
Just keeping on the subject of Nebraska, like there were multiple times in that game that we all looked at it ourselves. Like I looked at the boys and I was like, this is where Michigan starts to pull away. And I think Nebraska teams of the past let that happen.
1,000,000,000%.
And as much as like you see kind of the Husker fan base kind of going nuclear about this is Nebraska, this is what we do. Like respectfully and like unbiasedly, Nebraska is a more talented football team at this point. That is just the reality. And it's not like meant to be disrespectful. It is just what it is. We won the trenches area. But like even through 34 pressures, seven sacks, at the end of the game, you're doing an onside kick with an opportunity. Like it's a 3-point game. And Nebraska having the ability to go down and do that. Raiola, who's under pressure all game long, doesn't have time to breathe or anything like that, still completing 71% of his passes. Massive. Like the first drive, he's got 3 guys on him. 44 is in protection, breaks off a little bit. No one's got him anymore in protection. He has the wherewithal to get out of that, throw it to him, and get an explosive play down the field. Otherwise, that drive is dead. That's the first drive. They throw a pick. He throws a pick, comes out the next.
Tough pick and great. That was a great. I want to say they were sitting in cover 2, but great play by the corner.
Yeah,
because even when you watch that play from the side, it's like he's kind of giving him a look like he was going to go in maybe with the one receiver, and he just jumps on that out route. Tough pick, and then you get the QB draw where Bryce hits his head on the goalpost the next play.
Yeah, and it's like, as a Michigan fan, I look at that and I'm like, okay, you see the talent on the field, but like if you're gonna play Ohio State or Penn State, or Oregon, these other teams that maybe are at the same caliber level from a talent standpoint. And again, I'm not trying to throw shade at Nebraska. It's just kind of where we're at right now. It's like if you don't call timeout on 4th down and right before the end of the half, and you're going to get taken advantage of like that. Nebraska played the ball great. That Hail Mary, it was a very impressive play. But don't put yourself in that position. If it's 4th and 17, don't do a taunting because that's a 3 and out that ended up leading to 3 points. And there's also a lot of things on the field you see, like the interception, like Hill, number 20, like he keeps his footing, he catches that ball clean, that's a 6, right? So there's a lot of things you look at from a Michigan standpoint and be like, hey boys, this is where we got to get better. But from like Nebraska, environment, rule, I thought the players, like before the game, one kid like walked by me and said, fuck you. And I'm like, what'd you say? And he goes, you heard me. And it was a little boy. He's like, I don't know. He was a little white kid. There's like 4 big offensive linemen around him. And I'm like, all right. And one offensive lineman came and checked me. Like, you want to be on our field goal team during spring? And you don't want to, like, all of a sudden you're riding Michigan? I'm like, buddy, I went here. I went to this school. He goes, nah, man, you want to be, like, you could see, like, Nebraska was taking it personal. Fan bases were coming at my head, and it was awesome. I walked by the student section without Will around, like a little small group of them see me. They start booing the shit out of me, and then I got the whole student section booing me loudly, and then goes into a chant that we want Will, and then Will ends up coming over, gets in the student section. Like, there's an energy in Nebraska, and if you're in Nebraska, it's like, bro, you guys are there. You guys are there, and this is one loss, right? Like Raiola, stud. Like, you just got to figure out a way to not average 1.4 yards per carry on the ground, and you've got to protect your offensive line. You can't take that much pressure and not start moving the pocket, throwing picks and stuff like that. And on the Michigan side, for me, it's like there's a lot of drop balls out there that you see, and you're like, man, if we had this one, that'd have been awesome. And then there's a couple like lot of grass, kind of a little dump. He doesn't catch it. One in the back of the end zone hits him right in the hands, doesn't catch it. And it's like, those are the little things we need for us personally to take that next step to where we were a couple of years ago, where it's like, hey, this is a team that can't count them out no matter what. So I thought it was a great game. I thought it was great. I thought the fan base was awesome. It just, I'm happy to be sitting on this side.
We'll see you in the Big Ten Championship.
I think your schedule got a little harder.
We can play with anybody.
Yeah.
You just got to clean some things up. You got to fix the line of scrimmage. You got to have it's going to be a hard couple weeks for those boys, which is a good thing. And then yeah, you just got to clean up some stuff on the run defensive side. You got to clean up some stuff. But as far as effort goes, and again, it's like how did you talk about Dylan's 300 yards. Oh, how did he come up with 300 yards? How are we in the game? It's like, again, the history of the Huskers, that's not a close game.
Yeah.
You end up you have like the 3 and out, but then buddy gets a penalty and you go down and get 3 out of it. Would have loved to have seen 7 if my man didn't step out of the back of the end zone.
Right.
But losses teach you the best lessons. I think this team will bounce back big time. And you got Michigan State at home. You go on the road at Maryland, which Maryland is spicy.
Yeah.
It just seems
they just beat the shit out of Wisconsin.
You go at Minnesota, versus Northwestern at home, have USC at home, go on the road to UCLA, at Penn State, and then you have Iowa.
Yeah. And if you're looking at this and let's just chalk Penn State up, at Penn State, it's going to be a very difficult game. So let's just say a loss. 10-2.
Yeah, I mean, everything we want is
everything,
still out there
11-1's in front of your face right now if
Yeah.
you want it. It's just getting it done, man. Getting it done. Go ahead, Sherm.
Would a rematch in the Big Ten Championship count as a Bussin Bowl game?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I just wanted
if
to
we
get that
played the Big Ten Championship and Nebraska won that game, they would get the trophy.
If there was a world where we played in preseason or we scrimmaged in the springtime, that's the Bussin Bowl.
Every sport from here on out.
We just sit our guys. And Rule's like, let's go get this one. Hey, Daryl, you're out there. Johnson, you're out there. Get out there, boys.
The mini Bussin trophy sits in Lincoln.
It does. That pisses me off.
Our equipment team, they had a Bussin Bowl. The equipment teams played each other the night before, and Nebraska took that one home. They had
a night game. Y'all might have won the real one too.
Yeah.
The equipment guys too. I don't know the score of that game, but it sounded like it was a shellacking.
18-8.
Oh, okay. All right.
Double digit.
Double digit.
2-score ball game.